unlicensed COVID vaccine, according to this article. Pfizer found to have breached the regulatory code 5 times. We're going to be looking today at this report. Went to a shop to buy something, and I got the impression that the shopkeeper was being less than honest with me. It's almost as if he was trying to get my money under false pretenses. So you know what? I didn't go back to that shop again. Now, on a separate matter, we're going to be looking today at this report from, where are we here? Now, this is about a complaint made about Pfizer. And I'll be looking at this in some detail now. And it's good to see that this is being picked up by some aspects of UK mainstream media. Let's get straight into the details so we don't misquote anyone. Pfizer bringing discredit on the pharmaceutical industry is the headline. Now, the panel, and we'll talk about the panel in a minute, ruled a breach of the following clauses of the 2019 code. So Pfizer apparently has breached these codes. I mean, who would have thought it? Breach of Clause 2, bringing discredit upon and reduce confidence in the pharmaceutical industry. Breach of Clause 3.1, promoting an unlicensed medicine. Well, imagine that, promoting an unlicensed medicine. This is Pfizer we're talking about. You would have thought they would be squeaky clean, wouldn't you? But there you go, that's what this report has said. So that one gets a tick as well. Breach of Clause 7.2, making a misleading claim. Oh, dearie me. Making a misleading claim. Yep, they found they made a misleading claim. Making claims that did not reflect the available evidence regarding possible adverse reactions. Well, I mean, it seems that adverse reactions could have been downplayed according to this report. Whatever next. Breach of Clause 9.1, failing to maintain high standards. There we go. Right, let's look at it. Pfizer accused of bringing discredit on the pharmaceutical industry after COVID-19 vaccination post is the headline. Now, senior executives used social media to promote an unlicensed COVID vaccine, according to this article. Pfizer found to have breached the regulatory code 5 times. Not 4, not 3, 5 times. Now, this is from the Prescription Medicines Code of Practice Authority. Bit of a mouthful, but there you go. It's good to know that we have these watchdogs still active in the UK. And it really is good that we do still have some vestiges of decency and accountability in the United Kingdom. Prescriptions Medicines Code of Practice Authority, PMCPA. Can't say I've been over familiar with it in the past, but good to know that they've made a ruling on this particular point. Now, this relates to a complaint about a message posted on Twitter back in November 2020 by senior Pfizer employees. Now, the complaint said this. The complainant alleged that it turned out that such misbehaviour was even more widespread than they had thought. Wow, even more widespread than they thought, extending right up to the top of their UK operation, and was apparently continuing to this very day. Well, we couldn't possibly comment on that, of course, but we can say what the panel ruling said. The panel noted Pfizer's submission. Sorry, this is still from the newspaper. The panel noted Pfizer's submission on further investigation into this complaint. 4 of Pfizer UK colleagues, including another senior colleague in the UK organisation, have retweeted the same post. Let's go on to the detail. Now, this is from this actual report itself. Perfectly readable, perfectly understandable. You can read it all in about half an hour. Pretty straightforward report. Just check it out for yourself. I'll put the link in, as well as, of course. The panel query whether a social media platform such as Twitter was the appropriate forum to share such information. Yeah, I would have thought that's fair to query that. The panel noted the tweet contained limited information regarding the efficacy of the vaccine candidate with no safety information. Safety information such as, I don't know, adverse reactions, myocarditis, pericarditis, things like that. Cardiac arrhythmias, you probably just forgot to mention. But of course, you're probably limited for words on Twitter, aren't you? So maybe that's what it is. On the balance of probability, it was likely the Pfizer UK employees connections would include UK members of the public, as well as UK health professionals. So this would go to members of the public, health professionals. Well, but when I say this would, I mean that the reports of efficacy, you wouldn't get any adverse reactions because I didn't mention that. But the panel noted that the three clearly referred to the outcomes of the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine being developed to protect against COVID-19. The panel noted that Clause 3.1 prohibited the promotion of medicine prior to the grant of a marketing authorization. They also said this: they must not mislead, either directly or by implication, by distortion, exaggeration, or undue emphasis. Material must be sufficiently complete to enable the recipient to form their own opinion of the therapeutic value of the medicine. And in fact, we could probably extend this critique to all our governments, really, couldn't we? We weren't really given a full, balanced picture of the risk-benefit analysis. Because the phrase was, what was it again? Oh, that was it. Safe and effective was the phrase used by my government. You might think that's a little unbalanced. Let me know what you think. The committee went on to say, it must not be stated that a product has no adverse reactions, because we know the product does have adverse reactions. It must not be stated that a product has no adverse reactions, toxic effects, toxic hazards, risk of addiction or dependency. The panel noted the tweet made no reference to adverse events and was therefore concerned that important safety information related to the vaccine candidate was not provided and ruled a breach of Clause 7, etc. Right. This was acknowledged by Pfizer, which is good. Fair cop, mate, or cut clean. Right, the panel noted Pfizer stated that the senior employee who retweeted who was the subject of this complaint, had completed a social media training module in October 19. Right, so the senior executive who retweeted this had completed a social media training module in 2019. He probably just forgot what he was taught. That's another note. Of course, we couldn't possibly speculate on that. He probably just forgot. Maybe had a hangover, a bit tired in the study day. I mean, I've been to study days, and sometimes you can't remember everything that's said. So that's not unreasonable. Activity which was clearly outside the company policy had not been taken down or deleted. Oh dear, so it looks like the company forgot to take it down as well. Okay, or didn't notice it was there. Anyway, it was left up for a period of time. The article goes on in the Telegraph. It says unlicensed medicine proactively disseminated, unlicensed medicine being proactively disseminated on Twitter to health professionals and members of the public in the UK. Pfizer UK spokesman fully recognised the issues highlighted by this PMCPA. Just remind myself what that stands for. PMCPA stands for Prescription Medicines Code of Practice Authority. Fully recognises the ruling and is deeply sorry. Oh, they were deeply sorry. Deeply sorry. Pfizer said it was accidental and intentional, but it's the sixth time Pfizer has been reprimanded by the regulators over its promotion of the COVID vaccines. Presumably on each of these 6 occasions they may well have been accidental and unintentional, and presumably they were also deeply sorry. Ben Kingsley, as for them, excellent pioneering organisation, not pioneering, what's the word I'm looking for, campaigning organisation. It's astonishing how many times Pfizer's senior executives have been found guilty of serious regulatory offences, in this case including the most serious offence of all, under the UK Code of Practice. Yet, the consequences for Pfizer and the individuals concerned continue to be derisory. This hopeless system of regulation for a multi-billion-dollar life and death industry has become a sham in dire need of reform, which sounds reasonable to me. As I said, dire need of reform is a good description. But they did say they're sorry. Now, remember that? Actually, that kind of makes sense a little bit, doesn't it, to what I said at the start? When I was just musing about going to a retail outlet that gave me disingenuous information, I didn't go back there. So I wonder if we can expect our governments to change the shops that we go to. Let's wait and find out, but don't hold your breath. Now, on a completely preposterous matter, there's been some intimations about my motorcycling activity. Some people even saying that I don't ride motorcycles. Now, this is an evidence-based channel, and as you know, probably not been doing some work in Australia recently, but I did get time to do a quick bit of motorcycling. So I'm going to give evidence now of my limited capacity on a motorcycle. I was being very responsible, riding very slowly. So let's take the evidence now. You don't take my word for this. Evaluate the evidence. And you decide if this evidence is sufficient to demonstrate my motorcycling credentials, as has been questioned by some viewers. You decide for yourself. Don't let me make that. I'm not here to think for you. I'm just here to make suggestions. Like Lawrence of Arabia coming out. Is that how much? It's really sandy that way. You have to be really careful with this stuff. Off-road, in the direct paths. I was going to direction paths. See you later. Just after this point, I got lost. Just found to get some time. Well, if anyone's still awake, there you go. Just shows you shouldn't take yourself too seriously. But serious points in this video as well, so thank you for watching. You're karate.
Tanga ka ba? Bobo ka ba? Kailangan mo pa ba ng pruweba tulad ng lalaking ito? Kailangan pa niyang maglabas ng pruweba dahil hindi naniniwala na siya ay nagmamotorsiklo. Kung ganon, tanga pa rin kayo. Sino ba yung bobo na nagbakuna? Kailangan mo ng pruweba? Kung ganon, mag-isa ka. Ginawa na namin maiksi para sa inyo. Pero hindi namin yan trabaho. Kaya, huwag magbakuna. O natatangahan ka na ba sa sarili?